Alright, hi, this is my first video of the video series Creating Your Own RugbyCV. Today I'm going to show you how to use CorelVideo Studio, either X7 or X10. Both have the same run, pretty much exactly the same. I'm going to show you how to use the system to cut your own clips. Today we're just going to start with cutting clips. In other videos I'll show you how to add music and how to add title screens and that sort of thing. So when you make your RugbyCV, bear in mind that people don't want to see long CVs, so a recruiter wants to see maybe about 3 minutes of footage. So yeah, try and keep it short, keep it sweet, show all the skills you have available in your toolbox, and try and organize it as best as possible. So one way of doing that is to separate it into the requirements for your role. So if you are a center, tackling, carries, dominant hits, line breaks, key passes, ruck arrivals, that sort of thing. So then I'm just going to show you how to cut clips and kind of get something going. So first thing you want to do is, before you even get to this step, is watch all your videos in a normal video player, and then jot down the times as well as what the event is. So watch video 1 and you log all your times. Let's say 10 minutes 12 seconds tackle, 13 minutes 40 seconds carry, 15 minutes pass, and create a whole reference of all of those timestamps related to a certain video clip or video file of a half. And once you've completed that step, you come to this point. So like I said, today I'm gonna show you how to cut the clips and get them on a timeline. So first thing you want to do in Corel is you want to go to your edit tab and you want to add a project group. So today I'll show you an example for Eves Bashir. So we're going to put the Eves. Okay, everything I use here is just going to be sample footage. So I'm going to grab some video files that I have on my desktop from a previous match, which is here. So now the first thing you do is you're going to import all your videos. So I'll show you again. Use this function here to browse all your files. These functions is just to filter all the files that you have under this project. So if we want to just look at the pictures, because you want to put some pictures in, then you will deselect videos, deselect music, and highlight pictures. Obviously there's no pictures, but if I deselect everything and I select videos, it will show me all the videos in this project file. So I'll just keep those all open for the meantime. So once you've imported all your videos, you want to start with your log. So the first thing you want to do is drop it into the editing tab. Alright, and in the editing tab, I'm just going to zoom out. It's going to make the times a little bit smaller. When you have a 40-minute half, it's a bit big. So the first thing you want to do is, now that you've got all your times, you go to your first timestamp, and I'm just going to use random points in this video. So let's say this is our first timestamp. Find the timestamp, select the clip, right click, split clip. There's your first split. You can use your space bar as a shortcut for pause and play. So you play the clip to the point where you want to cut it, and you say split clip. Now what I'm going to do for the sake of this video to keep the interference down is I'm just going to mute all these clips in the meantime. So usually what you want to do is mute your clips from the get-go. It's just easier to click once, say mute. Most of the time, if you're a club rugby player, there's going to be a lot of background chatter, and you don't want that in your CV. So you want to take that all out and use music off of, use a song or something to that effect. So we're going to mute that clip. So I'll show you again. If you want to mute a clip, select the first clip. Let's say you have multiple cuts. Select a clip, hold down shift, select the end clip, right click, and then you can say mute. Okay, now I won't get any feedback in sound. Alright, so that's the first clip done. So let's cut a couple more clips. So like I said, find this timestamp. So we're going to just take, let's take this point here, and we're going to say split clip. Again, I'm right click, split clip. Okay, if you click and for some reason, sorry, no, split should always be there. Ignore that. Let's split another clip, and we say split clip there, and we're going to play, and we just want to see that, for example, in the split clip. Now you've split all the clips in this particular video file. So let's get rid of the unwanted footage. So one by one, you click the piece of video you're not going to use, you hit the delete button on your keyboard. If you don't want to use that button, you can simply right click and find delete towards the top. That delete on the keyboard just works much better. So now I've deleted all the unwanted footage. Now I want to start with my next video, and I've dropped that onto the timeline. However, at this point I have 10 seconds of footage in cut clips. So if I go to, let's say my first timestamp in this clip is 20 seconds, and I go to 20 seconds, that's not the true 20 seconds on this clip. It's 20 because I already have 10 seconds, so I need to add another 10 seconds, which can be annoying when you start getting late on and you've already got like 3 minutes of footage and now you want to add. So the easiest way to do this, to stick to your timeline, is to click the first clip, hold down shift, click the last clip. This is only clips you've cut already. Take those clips and drop it into the second video timeline. This is the overlay timeline. So if you see overlay timeline, so if I click there, you'll see there's a clip playing above the clip in the background from the main timeline, which can again be irritating if you need to cut a clip over here somewhere, or you've got 3 minutes of clips filling this entire space, and you're trying to look for a particular event here somewhere and you've got this footage in the way. That can become an issue. So all we're going to do is we're going to hit this little icon, and that's going to disable that tab. So now you'll see that those clips are now hidden, and I can see everything happening in the main timeline. Alright, so let's do the same for this one. We're just going to hit there, we're going to split a clip, we're going to create another clip, we're going to create another clip, and we're going to create another clip, and we're going to create another clip. Okay, now that's complete. Alright, actually let's do 2 more clips. Take 2 more clips from the end, and I'm going to split there, I'm going to split there. Alright, then we're going to delete unwanted footage again. So we're going to go there, delete, delete, and delete. Sorry, and delete. And once again, click, shift, and drop down. Now, if you want to group your clips, as I mentioned previously, into, let's say, tackles, carries, and passes, once you finish all this cutting, you're going to have a bunch of clips very unorganized. So what I suggest is right at the beginning, as you start cutting clips, start separating them already. So we're going to do this, for example. So let's say I want tackles and I want carries and passes. And for example, let's say this clip is a tackle. We're going to put that one there, and this is a tackle, for example. This is a carry, this is a carry, and this is a pass, and this is a pass. I'm going to use this section just to organize my clips so that when I want to start putting them together, it's not difficult. There's not 3 minutes of 40 different clips and I'm trying to organize them all. So once you've cut all your videos, you're going to have a bunch of videos here, bit of space, bunch there, bunch here, and you're going to know, okay, these are my tackles, these are my carries, these are my passes, whatever the case may be. So let's start bringing them up into the main timeline. So you'll see in this timeline, I can move things around a bit because this is an overlay, section. So it's a little bit, it allows you to move videos more freely. However, because in the primary tab at the top, which is your video, your main your main tab, you need to constantly have something there. So you'll see when I move something up here, I'm not able to drag this clip anywhere. It has to be connected to that clip, which is fine. Alright, so let's move up all our clips. So all I'm doing again, I'm clicking the first clip, I'm holding shift, clicking the second clip, and now I can move them as a group, drop them in there, first clip, second clip, move them in a group, drop them in there. Now, like I said, we've now grouped these. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm going to show you how to quickly add in an easy transition, just so that we can separate the sections. I wouldn't put a transition between each clip, a transition referring to a transition between two clips. For example, a transition like that. I forgot to move these. Alright, so you don't want to transition between each clip. It's going to look, it gets too much, it looks cluttered, it looks messy. So once your videos you've now completed, you can still edit the length of a video, let's say of a clip, my apologies. So let's say this clip you want a little bit longer, you can add some. Alright, it's fetching the data from your main timeline, so you can still edit these and add and make them smaller or make them longer by just clicking on the clip, clicking on the side and dragging. Okay, so, and if you happen to make a mistake, you're still able to move these clips around and reshuffle them. Alright, but you see how difficult this is when you've got 4 minutes of video. That's why it's easier just to arrange it in your second timeline. Okay, so now I've got all my clips and I want to separate my tackles from my carries from my passes. So what I suggest there is when you have a change, is just throw in a transition. So we'll just put this transition in there and we use the same one and pop it in there. Now I've clearly defined the 3 sections, and in the later videos I'll show you how to add text into the video so that the viewer can follow on what you're currently showing them. So how the transitions look at the moment. So there's my first clip, straight into my second clip, because these would be the same theme clips, and then it's going to merge into a different clip, and then a clip of the same theme, transition into the next one, the passes. Okay, so that's quite easy. So here is our transition tab. If you want to get back to your clips, it's the top function, and then here we've got our panel. Alright, and that's it for the first video. That's just how to cut and organize your clips, basic navigation around the cutting aspects. In a later video I'll show you how to start customizing, how to put in music, but in the meantime this gets you to a point where you can create a timeline of your videos and export as a video should you wish. So before I end this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. So we've now completed our video without all our edits. So let's say we've got about 3 minutes of video and you want to now save that. Click on the share button at the top, share tab, and select your quality. If you're going to make a video, I would recommend using MPEG-4. Using a mobile format is easier, smaller, more convenient for sharing. Same with the web. However, you don't know how your viewer is going to view the file. He might connect his computer to a big TV in his office and watch it like that. In that case, you want your quality to be decent. So what I suggest is just using the function to create a video that can play on a computer. This usually plays on phones just fine, especially if you select MPEG-4, which is your MP4, most common video type. Make sure you've got it on Full HD. Alright, this is just the standard selection. I always use it. I wouldn't go 4K and all that fancy stuff. Just leave it on the standard and that should be more than sufficient. Give your video a name. We're going to call this video tutorial 1. 1, and then select the save location. I'll save this to our desktop and say save. Start. You'll now render. When you've got a 3-minute video, the rendering will take a lot longer. This is a nice short video, so it doesn't take too long. Right, I hope this helps you to get started. In about a week or so, I'll release the next video on how to add in your text, how to add in music, give it a little bit more character. Alright, we might as well wait for this to finish and show the end product. Okay, my video is now finished. Alright, and now I can view it on my desktop. There it is. And there's my little video with no music. Just cut clips and a basic transition between different themes. Even though these video clips don't have themes, they're random videos. And you can play around with your different transitions. There's some cool ones. CorelVideo gives you a nice little library of different types of video transitions and quick edits, but we'll get into that in a later video. Alright, so get yourself started, start cutting clips, and wait for the next video.